PlayStation 4's firmware update 2.5 is out tomorrow, March 26th. Levels the playing field and then some. Find out why. When the PlayStation 4 was announced, one of the biggest features and the most talked about features from day one have always been the suspend resume feature of games. And it has been sought after because it didn't come at launch. It was a huge disappointment to a lot of people. And that's the primary feature of firmware 2.5. Having seen footage of it online and reading reviews of it, it appears to be an extremely functional feature. Where, for example, Grand Theft Auto 5, if I forget it was Polygon or someone else, that when you resume from suspend, the game loads in like less than 30 seconds or some shit, whereas normally it's like a full 2-minute load, and you're right back where you were. And this is the thing too. I love it. I love the idea because how many times have you been playing a game and you needed to get to a checkpoint to save where you were at, and you hit and hitting pause isn't always an option. It's not like the days of Nintendo where you could leave your console on for hours upon end without incurring a huge electric bill. My job, my day job, if you will, I work at nights, but whatever. It affords me the opportunity to. There can be downtime, and I will occasionally, when there's lots of downtime, I'll open up my Vita and I'll start playing. And if the gameplay gets a little bit intense and I get a call or someone needs me, I can hit that PlayStation button and tap the power button so the screen goes black, and know that as soon as I'm ready to come back, I can just zip, go right back into it. And suspend resume on the PlayStation 4 appears to be the same thing, with the added exception that you can now put it in rest mode. That's a great feature. It's really cool. And it's something that I think I'll get a lot of use out of, particularly when switching back and forth between PlayStation 4, PS3, and PC once I get that capture card in place that I keep teasing. It is coming. I just don't know when yet. It'll be relatively soon. Just money and all that stuff. So, like, the idea of having a game ready to go and then hitting the suspend feature, and then having a game ready to go on PS3, hitting pause, just having games ready to go for the stream for you guys so that as we switch through on longer sessions, that's a huge benefit as well. There's a ton of stuff out there with this feature. They're little things, but they're really cool things. Example, now you have another option to upload videos, and that's Dailymotion. I don't go to dailymotion.com. I do have an account over there. As soon as this was announced, I went over and got one just to have one, because I don't know where VOD is going. Maybe Dailymotion is the place to be. I don't fucking know. So, but it's nice to have the option. Maybe there's a video that I make that just makes more sense. I don't know. So there's that. The accessibility, which I've talked about in the past, looks to be really cool. Higher contrast. You can do full button remapping across the board, meaning for every game, X can be the trigger and vice versa. And it's designed for folks that are handicapped or have limited mobility. But what if you just really would rather have your primary buttons be this or that? I can't imagine why someone would want to do this, but for example, like in Destiny, what if you wanted to hold down L3 to aim and then use R3 to shoot? Someone out there probably would prefer that, because I can see that. Boom, 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 boom. It would be counterintuitive, I think, but someone out there wants that, and they have that option now. Or maybe you're left-handed. Maybe you're left-handed, and you want to make this your D-pad, and these your buttons. And then you reverse the sticks. So you can do that now. No need to buy a left-handed controller. I mean, it opens up so many things when we talk about accessibility. There are a lot of great themes that I don't use because I can't see the damn text on the screen. Now we can with the shadows. Again, it's a little thing, but the little things go such a long way in the enjoyment of an idea. I know I've been focusing a lot on my PC rig lately, and I will continue to do so for a while because it's new. It's a love affair, right? Um, but PS4, like PlayStation, is still where my heart is. I think for a lot of things. Um, so when this comes out, you're going to see me on there again more as well. It's just going to be. I'm going to try and figure out a way to split my time, and I may be changing my work schedule again. I know I'm always changing my work schedule, but again, this work schedule change will probably be for the better. I'll be home more evenings than I am not. Meaning there'll be more varied streams and more varied, video schedules and stuff. I know that my videos tend to come out in a small space, during the week, and then, you know, that's just how it has to be right now. But all these different features of what my PC can do and what the PS4 can do all help facilitate that, guys. So with the PS4 2.5 firmware, there's a couple other small things here as well. Friend requests. Now, when you send a friend request, you can send for the friend request and the real name request at the same time. For example, a buddy of mine the other day sent me a friend request, and had he not told me that he had sent me that it was him that sent the request, I wouldn't have known it was him. I would have not accepted it. Whereas if you're able to do it all in one file swoop, I see your real name. Oh, that's whoever. So I found that to be really cool that they're doing that. Now, like developers, community leaders, things like that will now have a badge next to their name. So they're the real deal. So from here on out, like for example, there's a video way back, and I gotta see if I can find the footage. I don't know if I still have it. But there was a guy in game on Battlefield 4 that had dice in his name. And again, I didn't think it was really a dice guy. I didn't think the gear was yet unique enough. But I didn't know. It would have been nice to be able to go to his PSN profile and see that he was legit. You know, I have Adam Boyes on my friends list. We've played together twice, but he's a great guy. And I know it's him because it's him. But it would be nice to have that. Same thing with Shoo. Just to have that little indicator that it's them. Little thing. So those are the big features that I can remember off the top of my head. I don't think I'm missing anything. This is not a huge update. It is a 0.5, right? This was meant from the ground up to be not necessarily a catch-up, but kind of putting the codas on all these different things. And I know that I wanted DLNA out of this one, but I have a feeling that whatever 3.0 is, it's going to be that much bigger. Now, granted, the problem is that 2.5 has taken, 6 months. Is 3.0 going to take 6 more? I don't know. I have no idea. And that was one of the factors that led to me getting a PC when I did, because I just wanted to have control back of my media. So, I am forgetting one of the most important features: full backup. You can back everything up. Games, game saves, settings, your video, screenshots, and restore them to a PS4 in full on a USB device. And that includes the powered hard drive. Like you guys know, I have a 1 terabyte powered hard drive attached to my PS4. Why that's important is that I have a 1 terabyte drive in there. So even if it was full, I could transfer it over. Granted, I'd have to get rid of the 300 megabytes of music that's on that drive, but whatever. Why this is important to you: if you want to upgrade your hard drive, now you can fully back everything up before you do it, and then put everything back on. And you'd be up and running with all original stuff within a matter of, hours instead of days. Because the transfer rate, it's not great from what I've seen. And I don't know. The firmware's not out yet. So it's something that it's huge. Let's be fair. That was the one thing that was holding me back from getting a 2 terabyte drive. Now the backup feature is there. Now I have every reason to back up everything and get a 2 terabyte drive and just be done with it. Unless, of course, this external drive thing that they're doing for the 3.5 millimeter, the Nikon one. I mean, if that passes muster and you can put like a 4 terabyte drive in there, well, then that's a no-brainer. But again, now we have the option, right? You'll always be able to do full backups of your PS4, so no matter what happens, whether you're replacing a drive, you gotta send it off to repair, you're just paranoid about your data like I tend to be, you have the option now, and that is amazing. It is one step away from full external hard drive support for games. And I don't think the PS4 necessarily needs that, to be honest with you. But it's a really cool thing, and it's in the gamer's best interest. So I may have missed a couple of the smaller features, and for that I apologize. You know how I like to do things off the cuff. But based upon the features that I did mention, or if I missed any, what are you excited about? What are you looking forward to? You know, do you agree with me that this is kind of like, all right, this is where the PS4 is now exactly where it was promised to be, and it has a way more features than it did before. You know, remote play is now going to be in 60 frames per second, and you can adjust that. Share play, same thing. What's next other than the DLNA support? That's relatively small compared to the rest of what could be coming to the system. We don't know. Tell me below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, keep on grinding. Cheers.